Great start.
Huh?
You'll see when you get in the stream. There's a Red Bull going, not moving.
Oh, well, anyway. Hola a todos. Bienvenidos a Gran Premio de la Ciudad de México. Welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix, the Mexican City Grand Prix here. Autódromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. Welcome, Matt. Welcome to Mexico. I kind of did a Portuguese intro there because I'm so used to speaking it.
Portuguese?
Spanish. But anyway, we meshed up the Spanish, but Joey did not mesh up the qualifying. He's on pole position here in Mexico at 1:15.494. Second is Drapo. He needs to win tonight, Matt, to get himself within somewhat of a chance of the championship battle. Third is Fadu, good qualifying from him. Fourth is Danya. Fifth is Callum. Sixth is Vinci David.
Oh.
Seventh is Matex. Eighth is Yavus. Ninth is Crook. And 10th is new driver Simon. 11th is DJ Dan. He's got a lot to do tonight, Matt, following his bad race in America. 12th is Skeno. 13th is Slup. And 14th is Trolley. Obviously, we've got a smaller lobby tonight, Matt. But based on what I've seen last night in Tier 1, I think this race is going to be very interesting. I believe rain is on the cards as well.
Yeah,
so,
it is. Yep, it's raining.
So, absolutely phenomenal stuff.
If it is going to dry up later, it's going to be interesting to see what people do with strategies.
Definitely.
Because if it's too early for the hards to make it in, people might go mediums or something. So it'll be interesting to see what we do, because those hards are not exactly a great tyre. But
yes, Matt. Obviously, we had rain yesterday, so I'm hoping it's not a recurring theme for all tiers this week. Although I did win a rain Grand Prix in another league on Saturday night, so.
Was that Singapore? Yeah, I say it's at Singapore.
I was at Singapore, so we might need to add Singapore onto calendar next season, Matt.
That's why Singapore has poor at the end of this thing.
Absolutely, because it's just poor. If you're losing against me, that is just very embarrassing. But anyway, Matt, we're here. We're going to quickly go through the championship standings of the championship rivals. Really, at the moment, it's only the two drivers at the top of the table. Crooken and Matex, they're spaced out by 10 points. Crooken is on 208, Matex is on 198, and then you've got Danny behind 179. But anything can happen in Formula 1, Matt. Obviously, drivers can spin, drivers can crash. You know, we might have some people spinning out, and that's going to cause problems. So these next four races, Matt: Mexico, the incredible Brazil, Netherlands as well, which is, I'm quite looking forward to Netherlands, Matt. I'm not going to lie, Netherlands is going to be a pretty interesting race. Obviously, we didn't do it due to the World Cup, and then we lost.
Austria as well for Tier 1.
Austria for Tier 1, yeah. So we've got two sprints in Tier 1 actually coming up. That's absolutely incredible. The track doesn't look too wet as well, so if the rain stops, you might be seeing some dry running quite early on if the rain can start falling.
Unless it decides to stay like this for the rest of the race.
Absolutely. So obviously we've got 4 races left now in Tier 2. It's now the business end of the season, Matt. This is the part of the season that I love. The final 3 rounds. Mexico, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. And then Netherlands. But yeah, the next 3 races are going to be absolutely incredible, Matt. I'm so excited for this race. Yeah, last night was very entertaining. So I'm hoping that we can have a repeat performance of that. In terms of the action, not so much your performance, because but I'm talking about action. We'll see what happens. Joey's on pole. Second is Drapo. Third is Fadu. Fourth is Danya. Danya, Matt, has had a very good run of form so far. He's been very quick, very consistent in his qualifyings. When it comes to the race, he hasn't really put in. He hasn't really shown the pace as what he's shown in qualifying, so I'm hoping he can try and get back up. Callum's in P5. Hopefully he doesn't race tomorrow, and then I can win for the third time in Mexico. 6th is Vinci David. If I'm getting that right, the C and the Z is a chess sound, so there you go. 7th is Matex. 8th is Yavus in his 3rd race now, is it, Matt? It took his 3rd race now.
Possibly. I can't remember. I don't keep count.
I think it's his second. I don't think he wasn't able to race next week. So Crookham, the current championship leader, is in P9, but we know that he's good in the
race.
In the races. He's able to keep it somewhat clean. Although the rivalry with him and Matex is very, very
spicy,
very toxic, I must say.
Oh.
Right, Matt, who's going to win the Mexico City Grand Prix?
I'm going to say Drepo.
Here we go then. He needs to do it for the championship. Here we go, lights out, and away they go. It's a glitch start, so we're going to have to wait for a little bit. 4 lights, 5 lights. Look at that timing from me. Absolutely fucking beautiful. Great timing there from Joey. Great launch from him. Fadder's going to get a great start as well. 2 arses go side by side. Callum's lost down to P6. Matt Cooking's up to P7. Here we go as they come down into turn number 1. Matex is going to try and use that. Yeah. Get out of the slipstream. Look at the pace from Matex as they come down to turn 1. Keep it nice and clean. 2 arses going side by side into turn 1 and 2. And Joey leads the Mexico City Grand Prix. Quite a clean first corner. Let's see if they can navigate round turn 2. Yes, they do. Haas, great start there from the 2 Haas drivers. And Drapo's lost 2 positions, Matt, off the start. What's happening in the midfield?
Just a bit more coordination, just a bit more, with some very excessive, like, side-to-side action from Matex going to turn 1. Got me a bit of PTSD for the second there. Also sort of you can take somebody out.
All 2 Alpha Romeos going side by side in sector 2. This Simon versus Vinci David as they come round. Simon's going to have the outside line. He's going to get that move done. This is definitely what happened yesterday.
Oh, the one's over.
The Alpha Romeos off the circuit. That's David. He's banned out of the Mexico City Grand Prix. He's spot that completely. The Ferrari's having a mistake through the second sector. And you've got the Williams now on the inside as they come through side by side there. There's going to be depot contact.
That's Martin's off.
Yeah, Trolley's going to come through as well. So it's Trolley versus Slop versus Skeno here for P11, the back end of the grid. Danny's in P10, needs to get these positions, Matt, as quickly as possible.
Every time you say his name Slup, I'm going to mishear that every single time for someone else.
But yeah, Joey leads the race.
I just hope he doesn't get what he had yesterday.
You know what, Matt? I think that is the calmest Tier 2 lap of the season. I don't want to jinx anything.
But yeah.
Well, that's crazy. That is the calmest Tier 2 lap I think I've ever seen this season. Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
It's not like anyone went from 12th to 3rd and didn't notice.
Is it just me? Is this track getting a little bit dry? I don't know. Is it drying up?
Yes,
it's raining.
Dry. It's not as wet as it was yesterday. Yesterday was a lot wetter. It was sort of intimate tyres, but it was wetter yesterday.
Yesterday, Matt, it was wet. Anyway, moving on. Enough of the innuendos. We're going to go on board with Dania now, as Drapo's really struggling, Matt, to get the car round this track. He's struggling with that back end. Dania on the back of him. He's trying to get past his teammate and then get after Joey.
Yeah, and I noticed in the wet yesterday, I was struggling the most, I think, in the wet. But I found it was understeering a lot, and I also had to struggle with oversteer as well. I had a bit of both. It wasn't really traction loss, I was just struggling everywhere really. I kept losing the rear end for turn 1 It's very difficult to round here, I feel like. Especially these tracks, flowing tracks, I think are more difficult in the wet. Because you're always fighting the car through these high speed corners. When it's all slow speed, you just worry about the braking, the turning and the traction. With the high speed, these cars could bite you off your head off at some point. But Joey is getting a nice lead.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling away. Drapo needs to get this position done. But Yavas, Matt, has had a very decent start to this Grand Prix. He's gained, let me have a quick look, he's gained 2 places off the start, yes, but P6, to me that feels like he's had a great start. I don't know, he's kept out of trouble, he's had a good start. Now he's on the back of Matex.
It's a good start, so.
Now he's on the back of Matex. At the moment, the gap would be, if I'm rightly, it would be 4 points behind with Crooken and Matex, the gap, as it stands at the moment in this Grand Prix. So it's going to be a long next few weeks, Matt. And they've just got to keep it on the track, keep it consistent, and make sure they don't fuck anything up. But Haas on some good points here if they don't fuck it up, Matt. P2 and 3 at the minute. That would be pretty interesting because they're actually 4th in the standings. So
probably picks up the first penalty.
Yeah, Trolley's really kind of struggling at the moment. Yeah.
But he needs to change those tyres from shopping trolley wheels to actually your Formula 1 tyres.
Yeah, Matt, this is a very I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a tier 2 race like this season, where there's like it's so calm. What the fuck is going on? But no, talking about not being calm, Danny then around the outside of Simon, and he's going to get that move done. He's up to pick 9 now, Matt. That could be crucial. Can't waste any time getting past these drivers. Next up is Callum ahead. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Just
superb traction out there.
Yeah, Danny likes these conditions. For me personally, these conditions right now would be the ideal. If it ever rained in a race, for me, these are the ideal conditions for me as a someone that doesn't like the wet. Not too wet.
I'm a bit funny, I am, because these conditions are really good for me, but when it gets that bit wetter, where it's quite wet for intermediates, but not quite full wet conditions, that's where
Paddy's made a mistake, sorry, Matt. Sorry about that. Yeah, Drapo is now right on the back now, right on his job.
Yeah,
he's being really, he's getting slowed down, man.
He just needs to get that ERS. Use that ERS, and just get a good line out here, and just use some of that overtake. But Fado looks very good at his last corner. Yeah, he just gains 3 tenths out of that corner. Yeah, he just gained 3 tenths out of that corner.
I think Drapo might be using a dry setup, Matt, to wait for when the dry period comes, if it does. Rain is still falling at 5 of the Mexico City Grand Prix. When you think of Mexico, Matt, you don't think of rain. You think of sunny skies and beaches. You don't think of rain. Yeah. Well, that's what I think of.
As far as how high we are, as far as what we're in the clouds.
I know.
Was it 1,100 meters or something like that?
We might as well call this the water vapor autodrome. Yavas then, P6. This is a bit boring, Matt, not going to lie, but
yeah, discussing some conditions is a bit difficult to try and move it.
But you know, I'd rather have it calm. Oh, Daniel's on the curb, fucking hell. It's not that calm now, is it? Because Matex is trying to get no position. Crooker needs to get this position on Yavas now, Matt. They need to get onto the back of Matex. This is crucial. Try and lose as few points as possible to his rivals.
Yep, obviously, Joey was in wet practice yesterday, so he's very familiar with these conditions now compared to everyone else. So he's obviously very up to speed. Obviously, Danny was yesterday, but I don't think Danny got that. I don't think that'll happen to Danny that race.
Danny's captured slightly.
Drapo's on a move here on Fado. Both using
here we go.
Drapo's using lower wings, I think. Going to go off into turn 1 to get the inside.
Come on, Fadu, don't battle it. Your teammate is in the championship battle. Don't battle this.
Oh, he's just about kept it clean, but you know what? Fado's like on track.
Fadu needs to think about the long game here, Matt, because Drapo's in the championship battle. He's still got a chance of the championship. So, you know, don't battle him. Let him go and maybe hold up the rest of the field, maybe. But, yeah, I don't think these two drivers really know each other in that way, but... I'd definitely be saying that to Moncho. I'd be like, before the race, hold up anyone that's behind you. If I was in the championship battle, but we'll have to wait for next season. Dania then is P4. Let's see if he can get past Badu. But now, Matt, we're going to see if Drapo can get past Joey now. Charlie picks up another pen.
Yeah. We'll see what that gap comes to in the next few laps. Currently 4.2 0 flags. That is David. He's off at their section in sector 2. Has he got a front wing? He still has a front wing, so he's just a simple spin.
Yeah, probably just span. Right, Matex on the back of Daniel now. This is crucial for his championship chances, Matt. As I said before this race, the gap, Matex was 10 points behind Crook, and there's another yellow flag from David again. As you said, Matt, to me before, you can't, you know, go quick when you've got hot tyres. It's impossible.
Oh! And Daniel's hit the back of Fado.
You have to let the tyres cool down.
You have to wait for the tyres to cool down. If you start pushing...
Oh, it's Skeno versus Trolley into turn 1 and 2. Side by side. And there's a bit of contact there. Yeah. But Skeno keeps the position. P12 for Trolley. And Slop going to come through as well. Look at that. Absolutely. In his home race as well. He's not having a very good one.
There is a front wing change for David, so he did get damage. Didn't look like a damage. So that's just made this race from bad to worse.
Daniel's picked up a pen. Lovely stuff. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, we'd love to see that. Daniel getting pens. Yeah, lovely. Well done. Oh no, sure for Daniel. Yavis has got a pen as well. And Matex, but Daniel's trying to get the move done. No, he's gonna have to wait for the straight, I think. A lot more ERS in play, about 20 more %.
Always more touchies. Anyway, it just depends on different lines. Some people would like to take an earlier line through the apex.
Daniel's struggling a bit. He's going to have Matex right on the back of him now.
Yeah, Joe Fado is very good for that last corner. Very good.
Daniel's going to try and still stay in slipstream.
I think Fado's carrying a bit extra wings than everyone else, which is probably his helping.
Matex can't find a way past.
Yeah. Fado, I think he's using high wings, but even though he struggles with his first section, but then he gets nice traction out of it. And now Matex is on the back of Daniel here.
Matex going to go for the inside move of the corner. He's going to. He can't get the move done. This is slowing him down now. This is helping Tugrat and.
And Daniel's made a mistake into that corner, but nothing can be done there.
Yeah, you can't overtake in this section, especially in the rain. But the track is starting to get.
I don't know. It's about the same, I think. It does look very dry.
It's looking. It's still wet, but it's looking.
It's greasy.
Drier.
Oh yeah, the flags. Oh no, it's just David. Yeah, he's just binned it at the last corner.
David's having an absolute shocker. What's he doing tonight? What's going on?
Got a feeling he's a bit unprepared.
Well, I mean, he was on
I know what it's like. But then when you haven't got a correct setup on, it's not nice. I mean, I don't like it when I've got the good setup. I don't like it when I've got the right setup. I don't mind when I've got the wrong setup.
Yeah, you know, if you're not prepared in the dry, you're definitely not going to be prepared in the wet.
Oh, stop trying to go on the outside of the hairpin. Just Trolley went wide. The right hander going into the telescope. Trolley's taking the TT line.
He's got slop all over the back of him.
Slurping up.
Slurp up that water with his intermediates. And he's going to get the position done. There you go, up to P12. Trolley down to P13. Well then, it's not been a very... it's been a very slow start to this Mexico City Grand Prix for Trolley, I must say. Down to P13 now. Last of the competitive runners. David is 51 seconds behind. Oh, and Fadu's had a really bad exit of the corner. He's going to block off Daniel there. This is really helping Drapo get away from this pack as well, Matt. Fadu is struggling now with the conditions, and Daniel still can't get a move done. And now Matex and Yavas and Crooken now coming through. But Crooken's got the extra speed on Yavas.
Yeah, great run through that. Just right at the back of Tugrat. I was calling Tugrat, no, not Yavas. I don't know why. Yeah, it's nice. There's a bit of a train here. It's difficult when everyone's got slipstream. It's like, but the thing is, if you steer behind, steer on the inside. Oh, when the inside goes Yavas.
Tugrat's in the pits. Okay, what's going on here then?
Drapo's in the pits as well.
Drapo's in the pits. Is this for a set of slick compound tyres?
It is. Set of hards for Drapo.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Is it the time to box?
It's just starting to get a little bit dry, I think. The thing is, the rain's not stopped yet. That's the thing. The track doesn't look any much drier. It did from the start of the race, I don't feel like.
I don't know, you know. But we're going to see. Have they completely
it does look a bit dry, actually. It does look drier.
Have they fought the strategy? Drapo's gone deep into turn one.
Nah, it does look drier. It does look a bit drier. It's a bit wet down at turn one still, but it definitely looks dry in the first sector. There's a bit of a difference.
I wouldn't have thought, personally.
If you go for David, it looks dry, and then you go back to Fado and stuff like that, and Trolley, it's wet still at first sector, but it's dry in sector 3.
No, do you know what it is? Yeah, it is actually getting a bit dry, Matt. Yeah, I can. Yeah,
not seeing any spots anymore. It's just, I think it's just stopped raining almost. Almost.
Right, is Joey going to come in? No, he's going to carry on. Right, let's see how Drapo's doing. He's losing time though to Skeno. But of course he is on those colder hards now.
Cold hards, he'll take in these conditions he'll take quite a couple of laps to warm up. These hards
right, Fadu's in the pits, Matt. Fadu's in. Matex is in. Crooken is in. Both rivals are in the pit lane. Cookin's coming in for a set of mediums. I think he will be going on that medium stint. Callum's in the pit lane. Slut is on a set of hards. Drapo's going to come through now. Let's see how he's going to do.
I think these mediums would be the way to go. We're going to be so much better getting them up to temperature. Drapo goes past up into P4, but he's behind Fado, Maldi. Bit one lap too early, I think. And those hards probably didn't help. Oh, and Fado's gone completely wide there at turn 2. I need to completely let Drapo through.
Yeah, that's what Drapo did as well. And DRS has been enabled. This is the lap then. This was the lap, Matt. So could Drapo potentially catch this time in the second sector?
Matex got DRS on Fado, so
now, Matt, the race is going to start to get interesting. Now this is where... Now this is where it's going to get interesting, Matt. This Mexico City race. Here we go. This is where it's starting to get interesting now.
Trolley's finally in the pits. See what tyres he goes on.
Simon's overtaken Callum. Joey's in the box.
I think after yesterday, I think he might go for mediums. I think people might go medium soft. I think it might be the way to go for him. Maybe about 12, 13 laps in the mediums. I think if he did 12 laps in the mediums and another 12 laps, or maybe he can go like 14 and do the last like 10 laps in the softs or something.
Joey has gained out a lot of time now. They've gained a lot of time, Matt, in that that tyre period. Look at the gap now.
Yeah, but don't forget he's...
Oh, Matex, don't forget that, Matt. Matex is coming through. He's got the Alpha Tauri there. Coming out of the pit lane. Matex is going to be in the P3 at the Mexico City race. Look at this. Yavas is going to be in P6. Going to be side by side with Danya as they come through turn 2 now. That's a good move. Cookin's on the inside well as now. Here we go down the straight. DRS overtake mode. Rear wing wide open down the back, down the next straight, and he's going to be in P5. Bro. And yeah, Drapo hasn't actually lost too much time, Matt. It's only 3.4 seconds. I thought it looks to me...
cold tyres obviously affects him a lot, so when he's got to take time for those temperature tyres to come up.
It's just, to me, Matt, it looks like he's like... Oh, I don't know, 8. Long way away.
Drapo probably pitted about a lap, 2 laps too early, and on the hard tyres, it probably didn't help. If he pitted the lap later, the lap before Joey, not 2 laps before Joey, then he wouldn't be in so bad, I don't think. I think there was a lap too early, I think, when he pitted.
The time isn't coming down.
It's come down 4 tenths through here, so obviously tyre temperature is a bit more warmer, but now it was
for me, it's not coming down. The gap's not coming down between.
It was 6.8.
Now it's coming down to 6.4. So he has. Yeah, it's updated now. Yeah, he has lost about 3 seconds.
Joey's just dumped some ERS down that straight. It's just gained about 8 tenths through that and set that down the straight. Oh, no thanks.
Cookin has been overtaken by Yavas.
And Cookin.
Oh, and Danny's going to get him as well. Danny's now here, Matt. Okay, hold on a minute. This has now opened things up. Danny's up to P7 now. He's now got the DRS on Yavas.
Just not working, are they? They're not getting up to temperature. These mediums are about a second and a lap faster, and they're easy to warm up. They're so much nicer to drive in these conditions than those hards. Those hards are not really enjoyable at all. That C3 tyre is not nice.
Oh, the medium, the hard, sorry.
The hards, yeah, the C3 compound. Big difference between the C3 and C4, which I always go on about.
Yeah, mate, you do like your C1, your C2, your C3. I mean, I don't understand it.
C1 and C2, well, they're not even using the C1 and C2 in this track, but you know.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
I know. Actually, no, I might be wrong here. They don't bring the 3 separate trap compounds, they bring the 3 middle compounds, don't they? Oh, I don't care. Anyway, that gap between
anyway, Matt, Cookin's going to have DRS once again then, down the pit straight. To get that extra power on Fadu. It is crucial, Matt, that Cookin gets this move done. Because as I said, you know, just if Matex is ahead, just lose as many points, few points as possible, shall I say. Yeah, so here, in this case, he'll be only losing 3 points, which could be crucial come the final 3 races of the season. It's going to be absolutely crucial match. Just keep that car on the track. But yeah, Matex then is now catching. But Matt, I think Drapo's gone for the longer game now. Obviously, the guys around him will have to box again, so he will have that advantage. But it's about...
If these guys go on soft tyres, they're going to be mega quick. Those softs are much quicker than all the other compounds, but don't last very long. So, let's see how that goes. I think that's why the two stop isn't as good around here than the one stop anymore around here, because I think the tyre compounds are different from this season to last season.
Yeah,
and that's what made a massive difference. It's one step harder for this year, I think. Well, if I say this year, I say 2022, not 2023. But yeah, they brought the three softest compounds last week, and that's
David spun again, and Sloppy's out of the Mexico Grand Prix! He's lost his front wing in the final sector, he's hit the curb in the final sector, and he's lost his front wing.
Yeah,
and he's spun himself back round. Oh no.
He hits the car to track.
Is that going to be a safety car potentially? Because he's got damage now on his front wing.
No, it'll be clear.
Can't get far turned in. He did cut across the track there.
But yeah. But I was saying it is. Oh, in fact, I made a mistake, and Crooken's got caught in it, and Crooken's lost more places.
No, you're joking. Crooken Pink, no!
In fact, I made a mistake out of the little small chicane. And lost the rear end. Crooken then got tangled in it.
In P4. Crooken was going for P4.
No, he's stuck in this DRS train now. David's tired on the circuit, Marty. And there's a safety car.
Safety car is out. Yeah, he's crashed it. He's fucked that completely. That brings Slop back into it now. It brings Geno back into it. It brings Trolley back into the race. It brings Crooken back into the race as well. Even though he was in it, but...
No. I think if people were pit, I think it would be probably the harder than this when we get rid of his hards. But yeah.
Crazy scenes. Absolutely crazy scenes in Mexico now, I must say. Yeah. But surprisingly, Matt, it has been a very... You know what, I'm actually just not even going to jinx it. I'm not even going to jinx it.
Callum's onto the hard tyres.
Callum's on hards. Yep.
He thinks he thinks that he might just get the stop now, done out of the way, get a free stop. Yes, he's going to put him on the hard tyre, but he can get on these tyres and go to the end. Everyone else is going to still get to pit under racing conditions.
Wait, Drapo still needs to box? Will Drapo need to box, Matt? Reckon?
Probably not. I think these hards could probably go to the end. And then the mediums could do about 14 laps, I think. 14. Well, the strategy was lap 14, but I think the mediums could do about 16, 17 laps, I think. The hards could probably do, I don't know, 20, about 25 laps. So yeah, I think you can probably get this out at the end. And the fact we're doing a couple laps in the safety car as well probably will help.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to judge the tyre compounds here. I forgot it went one stop harder for 2022. So it's actually the soft tyre which is actually not so good, because now the medium and the hard is actually a bit closer than they were last year. Last year they had the hard tyre was not very good because of that, because it was like a second lap slower than the mediums. It made the tyre very useless. The medium tyre was a great race tyre, so you couldn't do two sets of hards. It just obviously you can't do that. And because the tyres last as long, that one stop was more difficult, which is reason why the two stop was so favourable in the previous games. But obviously it's raining, so we'll see when it comes into tier 3 tomorrow, see what people do. It's only a 4 seconds difference between the two stop and the one stop, so it'll be interesting to see while that goes tomorrow, if it is a dry
it'll be interesting to see what I do. We are car in the Mexico City, absolutely.
Matex P3.
I'm intrigued to see if I can get my third Mexico race win, to be fair. That's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm just waiting.
How about you?
I'm just going to wait till you spin on that curb at the start of sets 2.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, well,
it's the sets 2S section.
We will see. We'll see. But yeah, obviously, Matt, you know that Mexico is one of my more preferred tracks on the calendar. So.
And Daniel spun under the safety car. He lost it on traction. His tyres must be cold. He's lost multiple places.
And Danya is from Kazakhstan, which means he speaks Russian. And to say that, you'd say plokha.
I thought they had their own language. And Slup's out.
I don't. Why is Slup done? Okay. Anyway.
I think he must have binned it.
Yeah, they do have their own language, Matt, which is Kazakh, but they also speak Russian there.
Alright.
Right then, Slup is out the session. That's a shame.
That's two newer drivers, isn't it?
Right then. What the fuck's going on here?
Drepo needs to catch. I think he's trying to get a nice one. Oh, Joey! And I slap oversteer, and Drepo's being very cautious. He's lost loads of time on exit there. Matex is all over the side of him.
What the fuck is going on? What's he doing? Matex coming in the slipstream now. Look at the speed from Yavers! Fucking hell, look at the speed from the Red Bull as they come down to turn number 1. Oh my god, look at the pace.
No wings. The wings are going to be more favourable now in these dry conditions. And Drepo's gone wide. He's going to give Tuga a nice line out to turn 3. Oh, he's lost on the rear end. No, Matex has breezed through up into P2. Well, Yavis is going to use his extra slapline speed to keep that P3. And Trolley's out of this race. He's pitted in the pit lane, so I've had a bit of a.
Why have you? I don't get it. Why are you?
Oh, and Danny's had a bit of a tickle with Drepo.
Buckens through on Fadu.
Yeah, and Jenny had a bit of a touchy with Drepo.
Touchy. It's going to be about penalties now, Matt. Who's going to get the least number of penalties in the race? Remember, I won Mexico 2 seasons ago as Callum has disconnected.
Bring him back in. And Joey's gone as well. Joey's gone as well.
Oh, what is going on?
I'll try and get Joey in. You get a thingy.
Yeah, we need to get Joey in. And we need to get Callum. Now Joey's going to lose loads of time under the being an AI. So.
Oh, so also going. Fucking hell, game. Come on, don't do this to me. I hate when it does that. Invite again. Oh, he's back in. Okay. Right, go.
Callum's in here. And Joey's back in.
Yeah, the AI is on 75. Always put it on 75 for tier 2.
Well, Joey needs to hurry up and get in.
His car's going to be taken now, so.
Now is the time to hurry up. Now is the time to get in this lobby. Because now this is for the World Championship of season 21.
I think if Yavris overtakes him, that's not too bad because Yavris has got a penalty, but still.
Well, I'm talking about Matex, to be honest.
Matex got wide there. It's actually given Joey's AI some juicy.
Oh, look at this!
Not Joey. Joey. Trying to look at me. I think he's back
Joey,
in.
Absolutely.
He's back in his car.
Look at this.
Sexing out. Oh, I think he's got it right on exit there. But he's back in his car, Melanie, at a very good time.
Yes, crucial time. But look at Tugra.
No DRS though, because obviously there's the safety car. And Mayhex's using quite high wings, I think, because he's getting breezed down the straight.
Yeah, Joey ran the outside. Joey's ran the outside of turn 1. This could be curtains as they come through and fucking hell, that was
crucial. And Matex now with his high wings is going to struggle to get back past him here.
No, he's going to try. No.
Those high wings are creating like a parachute on that Aston Martin.
Come on, Yavas. Booyaka.
Don't forget, Drepo.
Skeno and Danya going side by side.
At the end of this race.
Danya and Skeno.
Oh, he's off the track there, Skeno.
Oh, bloody hell. Good little battle this.
Yep, the battle of the hard runners.
Hey, something, Matt. Oh no, Cookham's got a penalty.
It's not the end of the world, there is people with penalties around him, so it isn't the end of the world. It's just to make it like a little bit more difficult for those top runners at the top there, like Matex and Joey. But yeah, these runners don't need to pit again. These mini runners will definitely have to pit again. Those tyres can do about 15-16 laps, so we'll have to pit in the next 5 laps or so.
Drepo needs to just hold on.
I don't know where these medium runners are on. I don't know if medium runners they want to.
Danny's got the DRS.
Yeah, Danny's also in the back of Jepo as well, but doesn't look like he can have the move done.
Yeah, Matex is running very high wings. It
Danny's
looks like
on
Danny's on the inside of Drapo. Oh my God, Drapo running outside.
He's using those mediums.
Division. Danny's going on the inside for the next corner. This is crucial for the World Championship. Cooker's on the inside now. Fucking hell, this is crazy.
Oh, and the match Cocken. Cocken out of nowhere, so sticking Danny. Danny's ambitious overtake did not work out well there. And he's backfired on him. It's really compromised his line into that that chicane. And that's giving Crocker up at the P5.
Now the sun is out in Mexico, Matt. Love to see that.
I'm interested to see what these medium runners do, whether they want to pit in a couple laps time onto another set of mediums, or whether they want to stretch it out another 5-6 laps and then go on to the softs, which would definitely be a very quick tyre. Up to them what they want to do, whether they want to pivot earlier, be safe and just get comfortably go to the end, or go on the softs, go aggressive. But
is Drapo, sorry Matt, is Drapo going to the end?
He will most likely will. I don't see why he would want to pit again, to be honest. Because if he pits again, he's just going to be stuck where he is now. If he doesn't pit, he could have a chance here of getting a higher position. So
Danny's in the pits.
It could backfire. Danny's in the pits. Yeah, here we going for another set of mediums. He's going for the safe option. Another set of mediums, taking nicely to the end. That's the safe option, that is. Next option is going longer and then going to the softs. These tyres can still do another 5 laps if they need to. They have done a safety car as well, so they can stretch these tyres a little bit longer than they would normally would too many times. Yeah.
And he's on the back of Drapo. This is crucial. He gets this move.
Yeah, he needs to get this done. So soft mediums are going to start getting off soon. It's hard to still got plenty of life in them. And Skenner
and Danya going side by side again. This is going to
help each other really.
Well. Fucking hell, these two are having a great little battle at the back here.
Yeah, but it's not really helping them for getting the drivers ahead though, is it?
Well, I mean, they're going to get him in the pit stops. That's all I'm going to say. Simon's in a good position here, P7. He's been very quiet this race. He's on the hard tyres as well.
Yeah, but his tyres, he's only done 6 laps on those tyres. He pit into the safety car, so his tyres are fresher than everyone else's, apart from Danny, of course. Everyone else stays out, so Danny needs to take his opportunity. He really needs to get some power down.
Matex doesn't have DRS, Matt. Matex doesn't have DRS. He's going to help Yavas. Yavas going to get the move done into turn 1. Going to wait for the next straight. Matex will not have DRS, Matt, down the next straight.
Yeah, because there's only one to do. Use the same detection point. Matex lost a lot of time into the last sector. Yep, the second DRS zone does not have its own detection point. It shares the same detection point just before the last corner.
Yeah, down the pitch straight, yeah.
So, yeah, Matex what he's survived for now. He's had to use a lot of overtake by doing that to keep ahead. But he can now try and prioritise trying to save some of that. He will then have DRS on Joey, but Joey's very good around here, despite the lower wings. He just had a DRS into this little straight here. Kind of insignificant, but it just helped you gain a 10th just down there. Yeah, Matex and Joey, the last 2 people without a penalty. Oh no, sorry, Skinner hasn't got a penalty and Callum hasn't a penalty and Den hasn't a penalty. Sorry, I didn't see them. Yeah, lap 24 then. That's 13 laps to go now.
Matex got DRS again now.
If Cooking's in the pits, that'll be another set of mediums. Softs won't go that far. Yep, safe option again. See where he comes out according to Danny, because they were very close they were. I think Danny might get him with the undercut.
If Danny gets him on the undercut, this is absolutely crucial.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's going to be close, this is. Danny's using everything he's got. Cooking's just having to... Yeah, I don't think Cooking is good to... Even if Cooking got ahead, I don't think he would last very long, because he's got to get those tyres up to temperature first. Cooking, what Cooking needs to do is just simply get that DRS open that he's had from last lap. Just keep up with the Cook Danny, use that DRS, and keep up with him.
And Skenner a spam.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if that was a collision with Daniel Kvyat there, or Callum, either one. I won't be surprised.
Gavus is right on Matex's chuff now. He's breathing inside the rear diffuser hole.
He hasn't got past yet.
Of the Aston Martin now.
I'm surprised he hasn't got past yet. But both of them are very low to the ERS here. Both of them haven't got much to use. Both on 14 and 16%.
I think this could be it, Matt, because he's now 4 tenths behind using all the ERS.
Yeah,
DRS down the next straight. Here we go.
Yeah, it's just as powerful.
Badu's in the pit lane. Here we fucking go. Yabs is up to P number 2. There you go. Look at that.
Even with the lack of ERS, he still had the top speed.
And now, Matt, he's going to have the DRS down the next straight to try and gain out, or gain a few tenths on Joey.
And Skinner's in the pits. He must have got picked up damage. Yeah, he's got end plate damage on the left side.
Mediums, he's got front wing out. Badu's in the pit lane, Crooken's past Badu.
I think Tuga and Joey might be going a bit longer onto the softs here. I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
That'd be very interesting if they do that. It'd be very interesting to see. And he picks up another pen. Not in the race for him at the moment. Though he is in P6, but
stops have happened, don't they?
He is on the hard.
They're gonna get caught up really quickly by his. He's down. He needs to push here. If he wants to get back behind ahead of Drepo, he needs to catch up about 18 seconds here, which I don't think he will do.
Yeah.
But that's a long way to go. That's a lot of time to get. It's getting more cloudy there, Melby.
Oh no.
Most might just be a bit of overcast, but yeah, maybe that's why the maybe Joey and Sugar are saying that for, you know.
Yep. The Giles have more information than we do. So.
Yep, they have a race director. Not race director, they have Mark. I still like to call him Jeff though.
Yeah, you can't not call him Jeff, do you know what I mean? It's Jeff at the end of the day. Don't know why they changed him, to be honest. Like, yeah, do a new voice, but still keep it Jeff.
Maybe the person, yeah, well, probably the reason why they're fucking.
I don't know.
Anyway,
it's not
Joey,
that deep anyway.
Joey is still 1.7 seconds ahead. It's not really putting a massive gap, but it's definitely out of DRS.
Matt, I've got to say, this has been one of the most calmest Tier 2 races I think I've ever seen.
This is how it should have been all season.
Touch wood. This is very calm. Like, this is very... There's been, like, 2 collisions. I'm confused. This is crazy. This is crazy. Crazy. Crooken's P9, Danny's P8, of course, so they've now got to wait.
Danny has
first they've got to try and catch Callum in that.
Yeah, Danny has caught up a couple of seconds over the last couple of laps.
Yeah,
I would want to go and race director, but I'm kind of scared too. Because you know what happens when you're race director, you want to get back out of it.
Oh, that's only if there's a sprint mount.
Oh. I've had it more. I mean, I had it in Britain, I swear.
Yeah, because Britain was a sprint.
I'm still scared to go on it. Unless you're willing to get onto it and check out what lap times are doing, but Danny's got that gap down underneath 2 seconds now.
Well, Danny's previous lap, Matt, I'll be able to tell you now, was a 1:19.1. Callum's previous lap was a 20.5, so he's 1.4 seconds quicker than Callum at the minute.
Yeah. So, the Indian's about half second lap faster than the hards, fresh, plus the 6 laps younger. And that's Callum, he's on the younger set in hards. I think Callum's struggling because he's losing time here to everyone else, I think.
I mean, that sounds good to me. Hopefully he can lose time to everyone tomorrow.
I wonder if he's picked up damage. Just seems he's struggling a lot right now. Considering he was second place by quite a margin.
Oh, is Joey going to come in? Nope.
I think they're going for the soft save now, though. They're hooking them with pissing maybe this lap onto a set of softs. Unless they're trying to stick it. Maybe it is rain coming. Maybe they're just trying to stick it out.
Imagine if it starts raining at the end of it. That would be absolutely crazy.
If it was going to rain, towards the end of the race, I would have just pitted the hards and just tried to stick it out.
Daniel's past Simon. And Crooken is battling Danny. I said to Danny, Matt, that he needs to win this race. I mean, he's not really doing that at the moment, is he?
No, but then again, he has pitted his extra pit stop. He's now right back cooking. Wait, Cooking's back over to Danny. Just realised.
Yeah, Cooking's just overtaken Danny.
Might need to work.
Yeah, his mediums are looking quite worn, Matt. I'm not going to lie to you, they're looking quite worn.
The recommended length on the mediums is about, especially in the two-stop, is about 14 laps. When it's like 14 laps, then pit lap 28 for a set of softs. That would be the original strategy for the two-stop. So, but they'll probably do about 18 laps. I think the average tyres are probably they're definitely on coming towards the end of their lives.
Watch out for Drapo, Matt. He's got some pace now, as those mediums are now dropping off. Got the slipstream on Matex.
Those mediums definitely off. These mediums are hard. They've still got another 5 laps to go on them easy. These hards have still got plenty of life in them.
And Cookin's got the pace.
I kind of wish I did bring the 350 compounds and make it more interesting. Oh, there's the rain. Yeah, there's the rain, Maldy. I did say I was thinking it was going to start raining.
Oh my god.
It's all about now. Is it going to get wet enough to go into intermediates towards the end of the race?
Oh no.
Because if it gets wet with the next lap or two, then yeah, you probably will have to go on intermediates. But if it stays like this, it doesn't get much heavier, and it stays dry, then yeah. But don't forget,
that could have destroyed Crooken and him out. That could have destroyed Crooken. Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Yeah, flags. He's already caught somebody out. That's Danya. He's in the barriers. He's lost his end plate, Maldy.
Oh no, not a safety car. No, not this again. Not France again.
It's already that track's already getting greasy already. Unless he got on the curb.
Right, Drapo is now 6 tenths, behind Yavas now.
Yeah.
Have that de-rest down the pit straight.
And Jay can obviously see those hards start coming to play now, Maldy.
Yeah.
The mediums are way over their expiry date.
And Danya is in.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So yeah, damage. Might cheeky have to go into the mediates, but it's too early, isn't it?
Mediums. This race, Matt, has been full of surprises, but Yavas is trying to get past Drapo here. He doesn't have the grip on the mediums.
And Drapo's got moved on Tugra.
That is crucial for his race.
Yeah, so don't forget the situation is completely different when it goes from dry to wet than it is wet to dry, because it's intermediates. They can do a few laps in the dry, you know what I mean? They've got a few laps before they start heating, but the slicks can't do the wet, can it? But the intermediates can still drive in the dry. So when it comes to wet conditions, when it comes to getting wetter, it's very crucial when you get onto those intermediates. So last thing you want to do is be caught out still on the dry tyres on a wet track. Because intermediates, even on the dry track, there's not as big a difference, because after the intermediates you can then still drive in the dry. I saw that in Imola, where there was people on the intermediates that stayed out, so actually literally went really well for them. Even though everyone has to fit for dry tyres. And then the other streamers are going to make a move again, but those mediums are really going to be struggling now. They must be getting close to puncture territory. Must be. There's no way these tyres can get to the end without getting blowing up. If it's just me driving, those tyres are 75%, they'll be blown up by now. If that's my luck. They'll blow up as soon as any chance of getting puncture territory, they'll blow up.
Yavas is on the inside, Matt.
Yeah, he's going to be really struggling in these greasy conditions, and on those tyres that are very badly worn are not going to be nice to drive. These bad tyres are not going to be nice. This is where Cookin and Danny do have an advantage. These tyres will be quite nice.
Geno has spun.
Yeah, it's getting greasy now. But like I say, sometimes the fresher tyres do make a big difference, because they just have that bit extra, the extra grip that they just need in these damper conditions. Especially when
It's not helped Drapo though, Matt.
Yeah, well, might be just a skill issue. Yeah,
I mean,
Tuga is definitely going to be feeling it. Those tyres are 22 laps how old these tyres are. That's a long way. That's much more than they're ever supposed to do.
Hold on, Joey. On lap.
He pitted 2 laps. He pitted 2 laps earlier, later than Tuga. So
this is
not
Joey's
as
20th
bad.
lap on the mediums.
Yeah. He's done 20 laps. This is actually, I think this is 21st lap. Now, he's done 20 laps. Yeah, Tuga's on 2 lap older tyres. So Tuga's going to, if anybody get punctures, then Tuga will be the first one to feel it. Matex on 21 lap old. His tyres are 1 lap younger. They're in between Joey and Tuga. So
You've got good pace though compared to Draper. Draper is of course on those hard tyres, but
yeah, DRS is not disabled. That's
DRS is disabled.
Greasy.
Yeah.
Tina's, that's time for intermediates.
Geno is in the pits.
He's going in the pits, yeah.
Geno's in the pit lane.
I think he might have got the call for going to intermediates. I think if I had to pit or not, I would have to pit because I've seen these slicks. It'll suddenly you're gonna risk yourself getting crashing it. I think it'd be better if everyone pits intermediates now. I think if I was Joey, I'd pit, but it's not.
Drapo box, Drapo box, Drapo box. Box what?
I just don't think it's. I think I don't know, it's difficult to say because if those intermediates
come on, Cook and box. Cook needs to box.
If the inters are not quick enough, then it might work out for these to stay on the dries.
Twats, absolute twats. They fucked it.
If they pitted this lap, they have 4 laps to catch up. They'll have to gain 5 seconds a lap, and if those intermediates aren't quick enough, you're not going to be able to catch up towards the end. I just don't think it's going to be the way to. I just don't think the intermediates. I just don't think it's wet enough to go on to intermediates to gain that advantage. Oh, Joey! Oh! What a nice save! Oh my!
What happened?
He just got a massive, just lost the rear end going through that tight chicane that starts at 62 after that second DRS straight. He just lost the rear end. He managed to catch it. He must be doing opposite lock there. Whew. That 33 Melody. Oh, and he's gone. No. Oh, no, no, AI, don't pit him, AI. AI, don't pit him.
Oh no, 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 oh no, oh no, oh no, Matt. Oh no. Oh no.
No, AI is going to pit him. Oh, AI is going to
No, don't do this.
Oh, he has. He's in there in the pits. The AI's dumped him in the pits, Melody. Oh, the AI's just up in the pits. The AI's just pitted. The AI's just ruined him. No, there's 3 laps to go, and he's dumped him with the intermediates.
Joey's going to be pissed.
He's going to be fuming. He needs to hope now. Oh, the intermediates, they say they're 11 laps old. Oh no, they're 11 laps old intermediate tyres. He's used all of his intermediates.
Fuck's sake.
Why is he putting them into old intermediates? He has like 3 sets. You have 4 sets.
But Matt, to be fair though, the track is quite greasy.
Yeah, but why is he putting them to 11 lap old intermediates? Jahan on 10 lap old intermediates. They should have 3 or 4 sets of intermediates.
I don't know.
It's all about now. He needs to have some solid pace here. Why are you on old intermediates for? They should have 3 sets. They only used 1 set in the first session, in the first start of the race. It wasn't raining in qualifying. So why is it on 11 lap old intermediates? He has 3 sets available.
What happened to Matex? Oh, he boxed for inters. Matex is on intermediates.
Yeah. He must have followed Jerry. Yeah, but
is Drapo going to carry on?
Jerry's
no, he's not.
Right back of Danny here. Jerry has 2 laps to pass everyone here. Tuga's in the pits. I think Tuga had to. I think
Tuga was in. He had to box though. He's on like 20 lap old mediums.
25 lap old mediums. Yeah, and Danny has no ERS to use. He's like flashing. I don't know why he's like flashing. He's on slick tyres.
Yeah, Max, he's definitely intermediates now. He's definitely intermediate.
He's got to gain. He's got to catch 15 seconds in 2 laps rounding, which is a high. It's not too bad actually. And don't forget, Jerry doesn't have a penalty, so he actually needs to gain. Oh my god, he's gained loads of time. Jeppo's made a mistake somewhere. I think Jerry might be safe here. I think Jerry might be safe.
Drapo, come on! If you win this race, this is crucial,
no.
Matt. This is crucial. At the moment, he's gaining. At the moment, he's going to gain, but then again, he's got a pen.
Yeah, I say he only needs to be within 3 seconds. I think Jerry has this. He's already got down to 8 seconds now. 9 seconds, sorry.
Oh my God! Look at Simon through sector 2. Joey's through into P2. Joey's through. So the AI, Matt.
Yeah.
You thought the AI fucked him up completely, but
yeah,
in all seriousness, it's helped him.
Yeah, and now it's all about whether he can catch up. I think it will do. I think there's no way. Intermediates working in a dry, slicks do not working in a wet. So I think that gap's all down to 5.5 seconds. Yeah, Joey's got this. Joey might even pass him. I bet Joey will be passing him by the time he gets into the third sector. Easy. Joey's got no ERS left available. Gets down to 5 seconds. It's 4.9, 4.8, 4.5, 4.3, 4.1. You can see it's just getting seconds through there alone.
Oh, bloody hell. Matt, what is it with rain at Mexico this week? What is going on?
3.8, yeah, he's got him. 3.4, 3.2, yeah, 2.6, yeah. Slow sections, horrible. Oh, Joey, don't. 2.1, 1.7. Tiger Simons lost a place to Yogo Futuga. Yep, the intermediates was the way to go.
Drapo might even lose out to
Joey.
if he's not careful.
Simon, breeze pass. Yep, told you Joey would get him before. Yep, and Drapo's off. Drapo's off, Maldy. Drapo's off.
No, Drapo's gone. Oh no, that's absolutely fucked.
I mean, what do you expect when it slicks on a wet track? But even Simon's going to get past him here. And Danny's a fight for the dry runners, Maldy here. Danny's obviously got better tyres. He's on 14 lap old mediums. He's got better tyres. Danny needs to make his move. On those... Oh, the touching. This is not good. It's 3 wide. Ah, it says 3 wide. Oh, all these slick tyres on the wet track. 3 of them scrapping. Danny's got the advantages on the fresher, softer tyres. Oh, there's some squabbles going on. Oh, and Simon's been touched by Crucken. Crucken, come on! Crucken! He's got 3 places. Yes! Ah, he's got him. And Danny all spinning at the end. It's absolutely chaotic. And Crucken gets 3 places. There's loads of damage everywhere. Simon and Danny both bin it over the line. Crucken gets a triple overtake. And the Haas just T-bones his teammates. Oh, I got that on board view with Crucken at the end there. That was insane.
Did you just hear me there, Matt? I was like, yes.
Crucken, that's exactly what he needed to keep the championship hopes alive.
4 points now, Matt, is the gap between Crucken and Matex, depending on whether one of them got the fastest lap. But what a race that was from Joey.
And Danny was last. I think Danny had an extra penalty, I think. I know Danny picked up a fighting time penalty, I saw that. Danny picked up a fighting time penalty, I need to be reviewed there. So I wouldn't say this is professional results, because Danny's penalty, not sure what the fighting time penalty was for.
There was a lot of aggressive driving, Matt. Danny was very aggressive in that final corner.
I think when he was in that, even though it's raining on that fresher medium tyres, it was still enough to give him a bit extra grip. I think the tyre temperatures have probably been a bit easier for him. So that made a big difference. Bloody yeah, that was some final laps, Maldo. It's always when it's rained. I don't mind it when it rains last 3 laps because it makes it interesting. But when it rains for half the race, I don't like that. It's when its last few laps, it just shakes the whole thing up. It just spices everything up. Puts a bit of salt at the end there, and off you go. Look at those penalties. Yeah. Cooking gets the first lap as well by quite a bit.
Crucken gets my start, so the gap will be 5 points now, Matt, going into my home Grand Prix. Absolutely. First is Joey. Second is Matex, who gain those points on Crucken. I think now, Matt, it's fair to say it is a head-to-head battle between Crucken and Matex for this World Championship. Third is Yavas Tugrad. Fourth is Crucken. Fifth is Drapo, 6th is Simon, 7th is DJ Danny, 8th Callum, 9th Fadu, of course, Danny will be looked into by the stewards due to a 5-second time penalty. 9th is Fadu, 10th is Daniel Kvyat, and then your non-finishers were Skeno, Trolley, Slup and Vici David. Bloody hell, that was an incredible race. Probably, I got to say, Matt, the cleanest race of the season. That was phenomenal. Yes, booyaka. We're going to speak to Yavis Tugrad. Got P3 in this Grand Prix. Yavis, I'll include your audio quickly. Going to give you a quick little, interview. So, yeah, Yavis, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, you got P3. Take us through the race. There was dry, rain, dry.
No, rain, dry, rain.
Take us through your race and how you feeling about that.
Before the start of the race, I was quite sure that it would go to dry, but I wasn't expecting to go back to wet. I chose a very low downforce setup, so because of the race, yeah, that allowed me to. The drivers behind me were faster, but I just could keep up with the drivers ahead as well because of the straight line speed, and it was chaos. Strategy was very varying. I decided not to box, but then decided to box later on, and got quite lucky with Drepo spinning, I believe. Yeah, and yeah, was a chaotic race, in my opinion.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Joey, include your audio. We was kind of scared for you. When you lagged out, the AI, Matt predicted that AI would pick the AI box for intermediates, and we thought, oh no, as this completely fucked it for Joey. But you was able to come back through. You won tonight. How are you feeling? And it must have been very difficult out there in the rain. Well, yeah, Joey, well done. Yeah, what I've got to say, well done. Well done to Yavis as well. Well done to Matex as well, who gets P2 to gain 5 points on Crooken. Crooken fastest lap. That's absolutely crucial for his championship. Maffio, thank you for bringing us coverage. Helping me bring coverage of the Mexico City Grand Prix for Tier 2. Everyone, you can join us tomorrow for STB Maldi's turn to tackle the Mexico City Grand Prix. Absolutely incredible stuff. Do join us tomorrow for Tier 3 Mexico, or if you don't want to watch that, then do join us next week for the best race of the season, where we go to Brazil, Booyaka. We'll see you next time.